MHQ weekend. It is Saturday, June the 6th. I'm Kait Parker, and for the first time in a long time, we got the three Musketeers here in town.
That's right, Musketeers. I'm Musketeer Reynolds Wolf, and we got Musketeer Dr. Greg Postel. He's the guy right over here. Dr. Greg, so great to see you. Another busy morning and so many things to talk about.
Yeah, we're better than the Three Stooges, I think.
Oh,
well, maybe not.
I wouldn't go that far.
We'll see, right? Let's have a look at the big picture because we got some big things to talk about today.
Absolutely.
One of them is the severe weather threat in parts of the northern plains, right out here, all the way from Sioux Falls to Omaha. I think there's a chance of some tornadoes later on today.
And then I don't know if you were with us over the last hour, but we just had an upgrade with Hurricane Blanca. This is now a Category 3 major hurricane, and you have wedding season, a lot of people going on their honeymoons, coast of Mexico and up into Baja California. What is the deal with this forecast? We're gonna let you know.
A lot of warm water in there, and certainly warm times to the Pacific Northwest as we make our way up there. Take a look. Temperatures anywhere from 10 to 30 degrees above average. Temperatures in the 100s in some of the valleys up there.
Ooh.
So, I know.
Take a listen. We don't ever recommend that we have storm chasers that go out that are not professionals.
You're absolutely right about that. I mean, no question about it, because it's such a fine line between observing and then really putting yourself.
It's going to be pretty nice as we get later into the day, but this morning, man, you've got that light rain being reported, in Central Park in New York. But if you go down to JFK, we've got more moderate rain being reported there. And then here's Elmont. This is where the Belmont will be run later on today, and this is where we do have some rain getting that a little bit wet, a little bit on the mushy side, that track. So we'll be watching that. In fact, here's a look at the forecast. You do have showers through the morning, and then you have some time to dry out before the post time. It's 6:50 Eastern time, so still going to be cloudy. Temperatures are going to be nice and cool for the horses, good running temperatures, but how that moisture affects the track, we have yet to see. Let's talk about this cold front. This is the cause of it. It's swept right across the East Coast this morning, but the problem is that we're not going to see that, really cause much in the way of too many thunderstorms. That's good news, at least not with this cold front. It's the next one we're going to be watching. Just some lingering rain this morning. By the time we get later into the afternoon, the Delmarva, you may see 1 or 2 thunderstorms, in DC as well through the Saturday evening plan. So bear that in mind that you may need to adjust those a little bit. By the time we get to tonight, we clear out, but then we have changes, Reynolds, because we have our next system on the tail of this. So let's get you to the forecast, show you what you've got brewing. We do have some thunderstorms this morning that are across the northern plains. This afternoon, at least the early part of it, you get a bit of a break. But then later on in the evening, in the overnight hours, you do have the risk of more thunderstorms. This goes through the overnight hours, so you have to make sure that you have a weather radio, something to wake you up. And this isn't just in Omaha. This is also going to be in Lincoln, Nebraska, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Torcon of 4 today. 40% chance of seeing a tornado within 50 miles of these spots. And the timing with this is you'll notice is just by dinner time and then even through to about 2 o'clock in the morning. So, you have to have something to wake you up as you head to bed, just in case we have those overnight tornadoes. And then in Sioux Falls, the risk is really all day. You'll notice in Omaha, it's those thunderstorms later in the day that we're really going to be watching, Reynolds. Yeah. Now, Reynolds, imagine that you own a beautiful lakefront home, right? You buy this, you want to get up in the morning, stretch, have your cup of coffee, have it, look at the lake. The lake is gone, though. It's completely out of there. That is exactly what happened in one Georgia community. So where did the lake go? Our Dave Malkoff investigates. Some spots even have the threat of an isolated tornado. Can't be ruled out. Here's where that front will develop. Dr. Postel was talking about the warm front. By the time we get to your Sunday, that lifts off to the northeast, and this cold front is left behind. This draped right across I-70, across Kansas, into Missouri, and then stretching on into Illinois, Indiana. That's where you have the risk of severe storms for your Sunday plans. In fact, Torcons already up for Sunday. We've got a Torcon of 3 for Chicago, Madison, and Grand Rapids. This is again through the evening and overnight, going Sunday night and into Monday, which means you have to have something to wake you up through the overnight hours, because you could see some of those strong storms as you're sleeping. Anytime you have damaging winds or an isolated tornado at night, it becomes exponentially more dangerous because you can't take cover if you're not aware of it. So tomorrow night, we see that move on down to the south. That cold front sweeps through. By the time we get to Monday, it's still lingering, because this isn't just a due west to east kind of a sweep. It's kind of just sagging south. And so with that, we see the lingering threat of showers and thunderstorms across southern Missouri, Illinois, and then Kentucky on into West Virginia and the northeast. By Monday, you have thunderstorms still in the forecast. We could even see a few thunderstorms in Maine, as well as the nation's capital. Going into Monday night, New York City, you have the risk of some thunder and lightning, and even possible severe weather in the coming days, Reynolds. Something we definitely need to stay on top